Yeah, I'm putting on my lipstick. Yep. You know how I do. Gotta make sure you don't get it on your teeth. Um, Trey.
Yeah.
I would. Oh, not. I'm sorry. Not
Oh,
you.
bounce
Sorry. Sorry.
vibes
Sorry.
tonight, right?
Okay. Let me share this video. Share this. I love how fancy I'm being. I got my lipstick in one hand and my juice in the same hand. Is it me or Lamont? Are you frozen on Facebook?
I'll let you know. It probably won't be for 15, 20 minutes.
What'd you say?
Lamont, are you frozen on Facebook?
Uh, I'm not even. No, I'm not even on.
Dre, invite me on
I'm trying to see
Instagram, my
us
love.
live. No, there's a reflection.
There we go.
I'm looking at it.
Where?
Do I hear? Is that my voice? Okay. Hey y'all. What's
It's that time again.
what's good? What's good, y'all?
I don't even know. I really don't know. I just want to have a drink and enjoy this evening. Like, cause I got like 2 requests to go in.
Can y'all hear me, Mike?
Discuss.
Can y'all hear me?
I'm gonna get them in just a second.
Could definitely hear you.
Can you hear me, Mona?
I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Mona. What is this smack? Everybody's like, hey, it'll be dope for you to talk about that. See, I try to stay away from what everybody's talking about, but we're here now because I brought it up about Chris Rock getting smacked. I was like, oh, he didn't get smacked for real.
First of all, no, let me tell you something. First of all, I've been saying this. We need to talk about some of the shit that's happening because it has a lot to do with how we interact with each other, how we feel with each other. I'm going to tell you this one thing. Let me tell you this one thing. Let me tell you this.
All right, one thing.
I'm going in. Okay. I'm
All
about
right.
to tell you like 5 things. Okay. So, first and foremost, I'm one of those people that like, unless it's like for this or for, whatever, I don't really be like on like, let me just watch it live. Right. And so I was coming out and getting some water and my roommate was like, yo, did you see what happened? Yo. And I was like, no, what happened? So she showed me what happened. Number one, the immediate feeling that I felt was disgust.
Okay. I see y'all. Welcome for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome. Hey y'all. I felt disgust because there is a place and time to settle things. There's a place and time to do things. And I get what happened, but there's a place and time, right? Then everybody's like, oh, protect Black women. Oh, he's protecting his family. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But again, place and time. I don't need to be protected if that means embarrassing my family. So then the other part of that for me was the fact that, let me tell y'all something. I'm talking to my bros real quick, y'all. I'm talking to my bros. Andre had called me, I think it was last week, or text me or whatever, and him and I were talking for a quick second. He knows that I've been kind of laying low with some of how I've been feeling lately. And so like I haven't really been expressing myself as much or as often, right? And so he actually said that. He was like, yeah, I felt your energy shift, like, get help, sis. So, I say that because y'all don't know what people are going through. And let me tell you, to be honest, alopecia, first of all, is a fancy word for baldness, okay? All right? It's a fancy word for going bald. I have dealt with alopecia. It's not going to kill me, but it does leave you feeling depressed. It does leave you feeling self conscious, all these things. So I get where she's coming from. But I say what I say because you don't know. Chris took a hit for everybody that's been picking on him, his family, everybody throughout the past few months, throughout the past few years, for him saying whatever he said in 2016. He took a hit because y'all don't know what people be going through. Say one more thing, and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna rock you.
Lamont.
Um, my take on it is, I hear a lot of feedback. All right. My take on it is it was a joke, and he thought it was funny until his wife made a face, and he was like, "Well, the only reason how I can get out of this doghouse is I got to go up there and make a fool of myself." Now, if it had been my wife, I think I'd have just caught him outside. I wouldn't have did it on national TV. And the reason, and I'm not saying that it set us back, but it's not a good look seeing that it was an all black production, meaning all the workers and all the production team and the people who produced it, they were African Americans. Now, do race have anything to do with it? No. But when you have an opportunity, when you make these comments year after year about, oh, the black woman isn't celebrated in the Oscars, or where are the African Americans, and then they give you the opportunity, and now what he did overshadows all that, and even overshadows that, like, a lot of people didn't know that, like, I think Kobe Bryant and Shaq got an Oscar. A lot of people didn't realize that Will Smith brought home the biggest Oscar there was.
He overshadowed his own win by doing it.
Yeah.
That's why
But
I didn't know any of that.
as far as that, man, if anybody should have did something about it, it should have been Jada. Now, but I'm gonna put this out there. Let me get a hat. I bet, and this is not racial at all, but he wouldn't have went up there and slapped no white man like that.
But it's not,
No, he
but
wouldn't have. No, he
it's
wouldn't.
not racial. It's not racial at all. And
It's
I
not
really hate
racial.
I hate that we
We can't.
reduce
We
this
can't.
conversation to
We
racial.
can't say it's not racial when everything that we do as a people is racial. And the thing about it is, I've seen
He
that
wouldn't have gone
comment
up there and
because
slapped a couple people.
listen to what I'm about to say. I seen this comment. Somebody said, "I bet if Jerry Springer did, not Jerry Springer, but Jerry Seinfeld told that joke, I bet you he wouldn't have got smacked."
It depends on
They
how
wouldn't
powerful.
allowed it. They wouldn't have allowed it. All
Yep.
right. So we're gonna say that, but let's talk about what the young lady said, Poison Grace, because he did not turn into the other cheek of the colored cheek, and he was just like, "Whoa," and he played it off. Because trust me, I'm pretty sure anybody, one of us, would have not been that graceful in that situation if that was what it really was, and a real smack. Because I thought it was a part. I thought it was piece
Right.
of
A
skit.
routine. Right.
I
Hmm.
thought it was
But
routine.
I knew it wasn't a routine when after he said, Will Smith slapped the shit out of my ass, and then that pause, he had no, we've all seen somebody get punked in school and beat and hit, and you talked all that smack, and then you're like, and you see that pause. That pause was real. He was like, I don't know what to do. Like, he was even looking at the teleprompter, like he slapped the words out of my mouth. I don't even know what to
Like,
say.
what just happened? Yeah.
But I think also it's not technically, and hi, therapist in the building. I really am going on the therapeutic side. I really think that it may have been poison grace, but I also see it as shock and shock, awe, and trauma. Like, I'm traumatized, like, for a split second, like, did this really happen to me? Like, what actually did happen? I don't know what happened. That is shock to the system.
Now I tell you what, though, it would be a hell of a PR if they did mess around and do GI Jane too, though. They need to go ahead and make that happen.
So let me ask you guys something. And I say, going back to what I said at the beginning, kind of discussed. I love. I'm sorry. Let me read this comment on Facebook real quick.
Hey, I'm trying to
Oh,
log on to Facebook and I don't see
let
it.
me
Where
ask
is
you
it at?
guys something.
It's there.
And
You got to
Okay.
go to live and go scroll up under my video. It's right there.
I love somebody low there something down. I can hear feedback. Um,
Facebook and I don't see it. I don't see it.
It's there. You got to go to live and go scroll up under my video. It's right there.
am I the only one who hears that?
No. What were you gonna say?
So I was saying, going back to just that feeling of disgust. I for a few hours like felt like this
No.
odd feeling of, do I respect him anymore? Like, I understand standing up for my family, standing up for me, but do I respect him anymore? Because for me, growing up in the household I've grown up in, you do have decorum about yourself. I don't care if it's a black event or a white event, a Chinese event or whatever. If it is something that is at church, or fashion show, or some kind of event, you know how to conduct yourself in each type of event. I have and going back to a conversation we've actually had on this platform as well. I had a young man who I was dating and stopped dating me because he was like, you intimidate me because you know how to act such and such a way in these different audiences. And I'm like, wasn't everybody raised to know that? Like, you go out to a nice fancy restaurant, you don't act ghetto.
First of all, let's don't even get into that, because that'll be like me saying, hey, do you not know that white people shouldn't use the N-word? All right, because you know what? We were never taught to do this, but you know what? I bet you every black person got, hey, how you doing? My name is Andre. Nice to meet you. Because I'm trying to get a job. Yes, you do. Yes,
I
you
don't think a
do.
lot of black people. I don't think there are.
Come on,
There are
man. We
certain
know
black
this.
people who
It's
have not.
raised. Come on, man. Hey, I don't know where you live. I'm from Kentucky. I know people know how to switch coat, and don't act like you don't know how to switch coat.
You think they do, but a lot of black people don't. I was literally just working with a young
Oh,
lady
you was
who
working
does
with
not.
niggas. That's
Exactly,
different.
but some of them don't know how to
Yes,
code
they
with
do, Mona.
like,
Half of black people, and those people that don't know how to do it, don't do what we do. So they don't do, and we know that. We grew up with those people too. My dad is unapologetically black. He's like, yeah, I'm a hood ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I couldn't deal with that for a long time because I'm like, Pops, why you in the restaurant? Hey, what's up? On FaceTime, loud as hell. You know, I'm like, he's 60. Do whatever you want, Pops. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know that. Everybody doesn't know that. And if they're not in our position or what we go through, then they don't have to be that. And then that's their thing.
So do you, again, because he fell out of the code switching at a certain point because he broke, I felt a little bit of disrespect. I felt a little bit of like I lost a tad bit of respect for him because he fell out of that disrespect. And I say that because, and I know it goes into what we talk about here, because I've seen that even in my friendships, or even in my, I should say, my dating arena. If I'm with a gentleman who kind of doesn't know how to code switch or doesn't know how to fit into
You on to some? Keep preaching.
social circles,
Keep
like
preaching.
I'd be like, ugh, like I'd be looking like you don't fit in with me then, because you don't know how to fit into. You don't know how to hold yourself. You don't know how to reserve yourself for certain situations. Not every situation calls for the hoodness. Not every situation calls for, you know what I'm saying?
And that definitely did not warrant it whatsoever. I'm being honest. It did not. If he would have laid hands on her or called her like a bitch, a hoe, prostitute, skank, scallywag, then, but still,
that could have been handled after the show. Will Smith whooped Chris Rock's ass after the show at the after party. Everybody understood that. They knew that was coming. But people do that all the time. This is what they do. They take shots at people and shit. They've been This is what you smack somebody over because of that? Because you've been told that you've been cheating, you've been doing all this, you've been doing all of that, and then here we go. You
I
want
said
to
it was a
smack
buildup.
somebody?
First off, let's keep it all the way 100. I'm gonna keep it all the way to 100. We all know that they're in an open relationship. Period. The
Period.
person that she was dating could not keep his mouth closed, and it had to come to a forefront.
Period.
People's PRs in Hollywood are so good. You only heard about that for a week.
Right. And it was gone.
A week. A week. You see what I'm saying? See, when you people have this is gonna open up a box of can of worms. When you have an understanding of whatever type of relationship it may
Talk
be,
about that understanding.
when
Don't
we
you talk
talk
about the understanding.
we talk about we go into a relationship and we say there's no strings attached, and this is what it is. When somebody gets in their feelings, it becomes awkward when you tell them, I thought we had an understanding. That's equivalent to saying, you know, this is over. You ruined it, right? So when someone's in their feelings and they realize that they've ruined something, what do? When you tell them, jaw jack, understand.
You got, and Lisa, you got to check in with your side hoes. Y'all check in with your side pieces. I'm telling you, okay? Sorry, Facebook, sorry, Instagram, but I'm telling you, check in with them because we may have an understanding. Listen, listen, it is what it is. Side pieces, do what we do. Keep it off the gram. Keep it off.
But
with the fam.
but Mona, you know what keeps feelings from being involved in those type of relationships? Stop cuddling with these women when after you're done. Go home.
Don't check on me. Don't ask me how my day was. Tell me to come over and that's it.
Go home. It's
okay. Well,
don't go cooking. Don't go trying to hold me. No. Just
but that literally goes into what that question was. Like, are you dating for potential? Because to be honest, if you're look at Jada in August, right? Let's take that for an example. What that question was. If she is saying, okay, it is what it is in August. All right, it is what it is. Whatever. Let's say they were single. Let's say they were like, you know what, it is what it is. We doing our thing under the red table. So in August, after a few months or whatever, one of them catch feelings. They were like, is August now looking at, all right, well, she could potentially be something. So she got potential to be something more than just a little F buddy,
Did he really think he had the
I'm just saying, for example, for them, because that's what happens when we start looking at, are we looking at potential or are we looking at purpose? Because I've done that same thing. I'm smashing somebody or whatever, and now I have feelings and I'm like, for them, because that's what happens. They have potential, maybe. Are we looking at potential?
You know what time it is?
Oh shit, I got him started. Oh boy, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this ride, y'all?
And now it's time
You know what time
for
it is?
See, I got my bundle came down when the drink came out.
And now,
Thank you, Lamont. I've been waiting for this moment for at least 18 minutes. And let's just dig in. Let's just dig in because that's what I'm talking about. Hey, if you got a drink tonight, give us some hearts. If you got a drink and you drinking with us while we drinking during the show, give us some hearts. I see somebody got a margarita.
Come on, drinks. Come on, drinks. Y'all
Come
see
on,
me?
man. Y'all see what time it is. But anyway, I picked that one on purpose. I was watching my homeboys. People send me things all the time. They was like, there we go. They got one. We got one heart. And if you ain't got no drink, go find a drink and drink with us. Let's go. We get it. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, she got me excited. So this whole thing about dating with potential, dating with purpose, you know what I'm saying? If you're not drinking and you wish you was, give us a heart. Okay, first of all, I always date depending on my mission. Let's say that. Let's say that. Depending on my mission. But the thing is, I don't talk to women that I can't possibly see myself with in general. Because the thing about it is, if I make that mistake, right? And when I mean mistake, I mean that mistake. All right, Lamont, you know what I'm talking about. You've
Yeah.
been there before.
Yes.
All right. So if I make that mistake, am I okay with that person? That's how far I think about the people that I pick, how I pick them, who I'm talking to. If we get in the sexual relationship, am I okay with that? So now I'm thinking about their potential and then their promise. Are they smart enough? Can I take them places? Can they dress? Do we have something that I can feed off of? I know that's being very surface when it comes to how this is what I said, stop dating potential and start dating for a purpose or promise instead of potential. Stop dating for potential and date for promise. Um,
Mm.
and that's the real goal that we need to understand. These 3 points that we have, we need to understand what we're doing and how we're doing it and what we're looking for. All right, and change that word potential. Oh, he's got potential. No, he's got promise. Because a lot of women, and I'm gonna come from the guy side. Lamont, you hit me with a preach if I'm hitting or touching your spirit.
All right, let me
Um,
get the organ ready. I'm warming up the
you dig
organ.
what I'm saying? Go ahead, tune it up. Because this thing is, you've seen the guys with potential, right? And
Mhm.
then you go and you take this other curve. Can you grab me that? Can you grab me that board right there? Because that board's got some information I want to use on that. Yes, I have in the system. Um,
I was really wondering who we talking to tonight. Like,
yeah. So when we see somebody, oh, they got potential, but they're not moving. They're not moving. All right. So a person with potential that's not moving doesn't show promise. All right. Now, somebody that's moving, that's active, that's got a plan, they're showing promise. All right. Because they're thinking with their head. They're not just out here willy nilly. And the thing about it is, when women meet these guys or do this, that, and the other, he talks a good talk, he walks a good walk, but then he doesn't follow through. He's not showing promise. All right. Now you want somebody to show promise. You want somebody to follow through. You want somebody to be consistent. That kind of goes into where we talk about, boom, how to spot green flags. But we'll get into that. All right. So all of that green flags and showing promise, I need y'all to understand. I need men and women to understand. I need you to see what you're dealing with. I need you to understand it. Don't be scared, because that's the other part. And if you're scared, say you're scared. You're a grown ass adult. You can't talk to another adult and tell another adult how you feel. Then we need to go
no.
talk to Mona. We need to talk to
And
Mona. We know we can't, Mona. I'm going straight to it. We know that we can. So that's something that we have to work on. And I'm gonna pass the mic. And I don't even
yeah,
have a mic tonight to pass to you.
look, I got right
There
there.
you go.
Look, so, so another thing too on those green flags. I,
Oh yeah, speak on it. Mm.
hold on. I got to talk about the red flags, and I'm gonna be totally honest with everyone on here. Stop being scared when you see the red flag to say something. If you see the red flag, go ahead and take the L immediately. Don't say, "Yeah, I saw them red flags, girl. I saw the red flags." 10 months down the road, and now you trying to key a brother car, flat some tires, or are you trying to throw his stuff off the balcony? If you see the red flags in the beginning, stop it there.
Right there under the picture. It's there. It'll say it's on live.
I think,
I don't even know, Amona, I don't even know what a green flag is, because it seems like everything is green these days.
but okay. Honestly, the green flags for me, and I was thinking about this when I looked at the topics, and I was like, wait a minute.
Immediately.
Immediately no. But what I was looking at too when we were talking about this discussion, to be honest, green flags, and maybe it's because I watch too much Investigation Discovery, but green flags can really look good, right? We love green flags. We love it. We love to be, get consistency. We love being loved. We love the hugs. We love the physical touch. We love all of that. And whoever, your guy, your girl, you're getting that from them. You're getting the text messages. You're getting the phone calls. You're getting the higher level of love, the hugs.
Hold on. I'm gonna actually jump in and I'm gonna give you what green flags look like. All right, because I actually have a list.
And wait,
because
one of y'all
you're
need to
hitting on them,
low.
but you're hitting on the surface level. So just let me
One of
give you
y'all
two
need
of
to
them.
low. One of y'all need to low something, turn something down because I hear feedback. But what I was saying was sometimes those green flags can literally turn into yellow flags and then red flags. But go ahead, give me some of these other green flags.
How does that even make sense, Mona? Like, how does that even make sense? The thing that you just came out of your
Love
mouth and
bombing.
said,
Love
love
bombing is
bombing.
real. Love
Love,
bombing is
okay,
real, real.
I've
okay,
never even heard of that.
Really?
okay.
Love.
So first of all, see what she just did. See what she did. She took all hope away and threw that shit to the side, and that's where y'all are at right now. Y'all ain't got no hope. Women are so hopeless where you're getting ready mentally to be alone. You're getting ready to
Whoa.
mentally be
Damn.
alone.
Damn.
That's what you
Damn,
get.
Nick.
Because let me tell you what green flags are. Because you know what? I was on there cooking. I'm clean. I got style. People will say, "Oh, he's a playboy." Yeah, I've been that. Been that. Graduated. What is it? Something cool latte. I got all of that. I got all my
Playa
jerseys in the
cum
rafters.
laude.
You know what I'm saying? My jersey's in the rafters. They done raised my
Yeah.
rafters. I'm good. Now I'm
What's
retired. So I'm gonna get into it.
What's love bombing?
I'm gonna tell after
We
Dre
go, okay.
finishes. I'm gonna tell.
So here we
Okay.
go. Green flags in a relationship might look like people honoring their word, which is one of my biggest things. If you're a female or male and you do not have a good excuse, you do not have a good excuse of why you did not honor your word. This looks like time. Hey, I'm going to be here at this time. That's a check. Oh, hey, let's do this. And you redo something or you do something else and you forget, you waste my time because you're not respecting my time. Let's go to number 2. Being able to have a healthy disagreement, feeling heard, being able to process issues with each other as they come up, and feeling free to be your authentic self. These are very important green flags. And if you don't feel like you can do this with your partner or the person that you're with, or if they're creating these green flags and now turn them to yellow and then they go red, but there's a reason, because there's a reason somebody created the insecurity. There's a reason why somebody made you feel that way to where that flag turned into a yellow one, because you did something as a team, as a cohesive unit, to where those green flags did that. But Mona, I need you to stay a little bit more positive with me because I need you to draw that person in. It's called law of attraction. Okay. I only want the things that are going to make me happy and make me the best man possibly that I could ever be. All right. So I need you to be more positive. As a therapist, this is what you do. So the fact that you was like, well, they could be yellow. We know that everything can be bad, but we're talking about how can it be
I
good?
can't. I can't.
How
Hey,
can it be
woo,
good?
my 2 favorites joined. Hey, Papa P and Freddie. Hey, y'all.
Cool.
Anyways,
So, and with that, I got a surprise for you guys. All right. I got 2 surprises. All right.
so
First,
oh, go ahead.
go ahead. It'll come in.
So
You'll know when it happens.
I was gonna say, love bombing is really when somebody like gives you an over attention, an overload of attention, affection, whatever that is. It could be, honestly, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing at all. Um, so an example could be somebody who's like really, really into you. You may not be into them as much, or maybe you like them. You might have just met them, or you guys have been talking for a while, but they send all this stuff to you. They send flowers to your job. Matter of fact, men they may, you may get an overload of flowers and text and sex and all those things. Hi, and you can be love bombed. You might get an over influx of good morning texts or all these things. Somebody actually asking you all the time, "What's good? What's good? Can we always hang out? Can we hang out? Can we do this? Can we do?" It looks consistent, but it's in abundance. It's kind of like overwhelming. So that is actually a good and bad thing. It could be good because that person is not used to consistency, and it could be the consistency of that person. However, it could be bad because sometimes abusers use that as a way to kind of like pull people in. There can be some really, it's called toxic positivity. You can actually be like, let's say Dre is doing all these things. So much good for this. Yes, it's love-ish binge. Dre is doing all this good for this girl or whatever, but to be honest, when he gets her, he starts kind of like treating her bad. But she's still around because there's a potential that he can go back to what he did before.
We're gonna get to you,
Go
Kyle.
back
We're
to
gonna
what
get
he
to
did
you.
before.
All right. So that's funny that you said that. Okay. That's funny that you said that because the gentleman, this is Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
What's
All
up?
right. So me and Kyle just had this conversation, basically kind of with a young lady that he knew. I was on there, and believe it or not, she, um, she, she agreed with everything that I said. All right, and it was interesting. Is there an echo? Is everything good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's an echo.
it went away now. He moved from into the other room.
Oh yeah.
All right. So with that said, unfortunately, it's a little dark there, but we didn't pay the budget in the back. However, she was doing things, saying things, and I was like, okay, and how does she, Kyle, how does she respond? And I'm gonna jump in because there's so much happening. But she was just like, oh, I got this, I got a restart button, I do this and I do that, and I'm like, none of this makes sense. Kyle, you can jump in and help me assist with any of this when you remember, because this was your conversation.
So essentially, beautiful young lady is talking about, essentially, her being
Can
single.
barely hear you.
This was your conversation.
Her being single, uh, she feels like she can do whatever else she wants to do, which that's true. She's single, right?
Can barely hear you.
But when you tell a person of interest, right, that you have this thing called a reset button, essentially, when you got that itch, you press that button, you get scratched, and that's all it is. Cool. Um, it's just weird because like I think for her she told me about it. Her thing was that's a defense mechanism to tell a dude to see, okay, is he really gonna stay around or is he just interested just for surface value. So I just think for me personally dealing with that, I was like, listen, uh, if you're really interested, the burden of proof can't always be on me as a man. I can't be the one having to go through X, Y, Z and deal with, you having a reset button and sticking around or why you have a reset button to prove my intention to you when you're not doing anything but just being pretty and receiving as far as the point that you were making, right? A lot of the times when a guy is genuinely showing the interest, genuinely doing everything that it takes to, show his intention, show that he's really interested in just more than just surface level stuff and just getting ass, right? By the time the woman comes around, actually does get out, like, okay, you know what? You've proven enough. Now let me show my interest. Dude burned out. So when he get when he like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's really his cup.
And that's where we jumped off into it. I'm glad he jumped it. So the thing is, when he said that, I said, okay. I said, so I talked to this beautiful young lady who he said was beautiful. I said, hey, so check this out. So you're in pain, you had trauma, and you went through some things, and you want me to do X, Y, Z to make you prove myself, and then that purpose in making me work harder than the last guy. Don't you know you are hurting me? Don't you know you're causing strife inside of me because I'm putting in this work. I'm showing you I'm the good guy. I'm showing you that I'm this. I'm showing you. I'm giving you all the good flags. I'm checking off the boxes, and you're mistreating that box. You're mistreating that dude that you want, that you say that you want, that you complain about. That men are trash. Dating is trash, and then you get the guy. And then you treat him like trash. You misjudge his time. His time is important, just like your time is. And the thing is, you can show the work up on time. You can go get your nails done on time. You can go get to brunch on time. But you can't have the man of your dreams just right there that God placed right there at your front door. Here, I'm on time every time for you because I'm showing consistency. Now the thing is, I know what some of y'all may say. Nah, well, that's because you push that guy away or you don't know what green flags look like. And I'm gonna leave it right there.
It's not.
Red flags.
Go ahead, Matt.
So to be honest with you, I never even knew there was a such thing as a green flag until
It's
tonight.
not.
Because it's go
And
season.
neither was a Me Too movement until you created that.
It was always go season until you seen that that Arsenio, things that make you go something ain't adding up. I mean, the laws ain't, it's just not adding up. So I don't believe in green flags. I just believe it's green light until you start seeing red flags.
Absolutely. I think honestly,
And again, I want to emphasize, ladies and gentlemen, and if I'm gonna need some hearts on this, you better stop ignoring the damn red flags because you're making yourself miserable. You're allowing yourself to be miserable. You're allowing the what do we call it? The fuckery, the coonery to continue because you choose to ignore the shit that you say you won't put up with.
I think when we talk about green flags, to be honest, oh, now you get hearts and shit. Oh, okay. When we talk about green flags and stuff, like, to be honest, everybody's saying never heard about green flags until tonight. Yes, there's a thing about green flags because the hype last year was talking about red flags. I know there was a whole bunch of memes about it, so everybody's like, "Oh, what are green flags?" To be honest, green flags are really like the list of our wants and needs and things we won't compromise on. And honestly, if you really want to put it like that, you have, I'm just taking her as an example, so don't get your panties in a bunch.
First of all, I ain't wearing no drawers.
Yes, honey, free ball, free ball,
He free balling.
You know what I'm saying? In the comfort of my own home. My fault. Go ahead.
Sierra, what?
Man, I'm telling you, here down. So when we talk about that, like Sierra had her prayer, right? We talk about these things because even my friends. Actually, I just saw this on my Google Photos. We have lists of things that we want and need. I've been told even to make sure that I have a list of things that I want and need from a man, right? Make sure those things are consistent. Make sure those things are. I'm not compromising on those.
Do you present that flag to your man, or do you keep it to yourself?
What, that list? No, I don't. The list is actually low key fuckery. I'm not gonna lie. However, it is a guide for some women. I will tell you why it's a guide for some women, because we all have come on here and you'll see these comments that women have been through some real shit out here.
Okay.
So to be honest, when you come on and you know that you've been through something, and I know for myself, that you've compromised on certain things, and on top of that, you fell for certain things, and you don't want that because if we're talking about dating for a purpose, so the list is not to say, a list. I've journaled about what I want to do. It's not a list, but it is something that I want. Now, if I see something other than that, yes, those are red flags. If I see that he is being consistent in his communication, great, cool. But I also see that he mismanages his money. Great, cool. That's a red flag for me. You know what I'm saying? So I as a female will only know my red flags if I know what I'm looking for. I also see that he mismanages his money.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? My parents got arrested by my father, so they had a marriage called Mary, right? And one of the key things they talk about is one, purpose, and then two, learning how to merge differences, right? So then red flags become red flags. What happens is that you sit down with your mate. Y'all can say what your differences are from how you raised, the culture in your home, what you think about relationships, what you think about finances, things like that. And then you see if there are differences that you can merge that way. You can understand right? We're not going to have everything possible, but you can come up with a system that works for us. But the system that works for us is going to make us if the relationship is all about being together for purpose. people don't understand the real substance behind dating for purpose. The only purpose they're dating for is the idea of marriage, not the work that comes with it. Because you get so many people that pray for a wife, pray for a husband, pray for a soul, pray for a this, that, and the third. You're praying for yourself, not understanding that God's giving you a process.
Check this out. Anna Puente says you don't present your list then that because that man is going to do everything on the list just to get you.
Absolutely.
Some
Absolutely.
men will do that. But if you're really dating for a purpose and not just an idea, then what does this regardless, I'm going to present to you. Let's figure out where the difference lies. God bless you.
Right. If that doesn't mesh with what I want, and what I want may be in that I'm gonna say whatever that I say list, but yeah, I say that in a word we can understand pretty much. But that may not have been in my prayers. That may not have been something that I have wanted for my life, right? How you are. And so yes, I have to be okay with saying goodbye to that because I can't date somebody. If we're talking about dating purposefully, I can't date if I'm compromising on a lot of my list. Matter of fact, I can also say, yes, the list is the blueprint. There you go. You can have a blueprint. Matter of fact, I do want, and I don't know if Brianna's still on. Brianna, if you're on, say what up. I'm gonna bring you on here too. But she was saying about the changing of the flag. I think that's what she was talking about. That green to red flag type. But
So, like I said earlier, until tonight, I really didn't even know about a green flag. Like I said, I thought it was all systems go until you see the red flags that because everybody's red flag is different, man. My red flag might not be your red flag, because I can tell you this. Well, that's a little bit too personal. Your red flags might be green flags to me. And I'm talking about in a relationship. Like me and Dre might have his red flags might not be red flags to me because it's up for the interpretation of the individual that's receiving or interpreting whatever it is that they're uncomfortable with. His red flags might not be red flags to me.
Okay. So hold on. I feel like we don't always know what we need. So no list, because if so, the list changes. To be honest, and thank you, Kyle, for joining us. Yes, that list changes. Those green flags may change because, to be honest, at one point in my 20s, I had something that wasn't even on my list or was a green flag for me.
What
now
was that?
it is. Like, what? Yes, that list changes.
See
how that works?
Get these draws on the first night.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Listen, Linda.
And let's go back to the whole potential. You know what I'm saying? With that same thing, we talked about some other things with that same woman with Kyle, right? Let's say, oh, cool, hey, I did all the work. I'm doing all the work, but XYZ that's in your arsenal got the reward, right? But you treat me different. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't pick and choose these rules. Like these, y'all, you're almost doing some dude shit, some nigga shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, and the thing is, the rules don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they make sense to y'all because that's how y'all operate. So, oh yeah, it's my birthday. I'm gonna get some dick, blah, 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 because you know what? I deserve it. You deserved it on Wednesday when the good nigga was right there telling you and doing everything he's been doing to deserve it in the first place. But no. You're gonna make him wait because that makes sense in your head to make the person that really wants to appreciate you inside and out Make him wait some more. Make him go through the trauma and drama while this dude that don't care about you is gonna get it right now.
Dre, can I tell you something?
Go ahead, brother.
Y'all ain't even gonna believe this. I've actually had a woman tell me, she's like, "You're too nice, and I would run over you."
Yes.
First of all, y'all.
What's that about?
That don't even make sense.
Just because I open doors. I opened car doors.
That's that toxic. That's that toxic right there.
Get non-licorice on y'all real quick. Hold on.
You do that. You gonna need to, because we're gonna need to know the explanation to this right here.
Yeah.
Listen.
So somebody.
Here we go. We learning from y'all. Men hate when women pull.
Yes. Oh. Throw my box. Come on, minute.
That ain't even the same if you don't even know how to use the weapons that you're given. Because we don't care. We don't care. It's just. We don't care, because first of all, men don't do that. They don't put the people that they like in that process. First of all, we still gonna fuck you, and we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're just not gonna fuck you as much. All right, that's it. So that's the difference. Y'all will put somebody that deserves to be having sex with you in a whole box and save them like they're a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes that you need to have only on Sundays or when you're going out with the girls. All right, we don't do that. So know your personnel and understand the weapons that you've been giving and how to use them. Y'all don't even use the weapons correctly.
Listen, we got a quote on here. Brianna said masculinity, but it can be toxic. It could also be toxic. Yes, that is very masculine to be able to, you know, I guess she's talking about the fact that, you know, we know the game. We have the game. Y'all had a game. But at the same time, that can turn out to be a very toxic situation. We got to be able to know how to navigate that.
Right, most definitely.
But we might navigate it in a way that you may not like.
No, you know what it is. No, you know what it is. Here's what it is. Y'all just scared to be treated good because you ain't never been treated good. That's what it is.
Thank you, Lamont. I wish I had some hearts for you. I'm just gonna put hearts in the bottom.
That's what it is, because I know I'm a good dude. I have a pension job. I open car doors, restaurant doors. My girl will not go to a restaurant unless she wants to go to McDonald's or whatever. But it's white tablecloth consistency. Whatever it is that she wants and need, I give it. But that's not good enough. What do you want me to call you? Oh, you stink, bitch. You ain't shit. And then you be all over me. Oh, I love him.
I'm gonna ask you a question about that, but she answered your question. Go ahead and comment on that. Brianna was talking about masculinity when it could be toxic. Go ahead and comment on that.
But that's the thing.
She said,
and another thing too, you know what I think it is too? It's an intimidation factor, because when a woman can't come to the table and accept, I'm gonna get pissed off tonight, but I'm on last week, Dre. Is that I had a woman that I know for a fact was intimidated. It was amazing. The vibe was there. But I think that she was intimidated because of the amount of money I make, or the career, or the education, or it's the way I speak, the way I enunciate, and like I carry myself not like some bum dude with my pants off my ass with no belt. I'm not a label for like this shirt is JC Penney. I don't give a damn. I still make it look nice. And like I was everything. And no, that does not make me weak, because I can rest assure you this, that if you hire me and if you come for me, I'm gonna hire you. I'm gonna give you the work. I'm gonna give you all the smoke and the cigar that you put in your mouth. I'm telling you, like I don't bother nobody. But see,
we got a couple comments. I need y'all to hit those. I need y'all to hit those comments right there. All right.
So Brianna, so we were talking about when going back a little bit, and like you said, Lamont, being able to, even what you said about the consistency of what you do for your girl or whatever. But then also Andre was talking about, yeah, that consistency, but she's rejecting it. So Brianna was saying masculinity, but it can also be toxic. She says there are women that don't like soft men. um when it's a man that can vocalize how he feels, stands up for himself, or chooses to not be aggressive all the time, having self-care routine, choosing not to fight. There are women that usually grow up in a toxic environment and expect and want chaos. Now, when it comes to masculinity, I know I can be straight to the point, she says, and it can be intimidated, but it can be intimidating. But when a man shows me he's fearful of me rather than checking me, now, when it comes to masculinity, when a man shows me that he is fearful of me rather than checking me, I know it won't work because I know you'll let me run over you, and it's a turn off.
But when we do check you, oh my God.
Oh my
God. You gotta be kidding me. When we do check you, then we become we're the
no. We're not coming for her. We're not coming for her at all. We're not coming for her.
Right. I'm saying I'm gonna add a point to that. If you do come for me, if you do check me in my bullshit, I as a woman have to be ready and willing to accept my accountability for it. But go ahead.
No, then y'all introduce a word called toxicity. Oh, he's toxic.
We can't. Okay, first of all, Lamont, I'm going to say it so you don't have to because you got your polo from JCPenney's. Please tell me a situation where I can win. All right, because I've learned how to not argue. I've learned how to express my feelings because the thing is, I can check you with words. I can say I'm disappointed. And all right, I could say all these things or whatever. I'll give you a prime example right now. All right, I was supposed to go hang out with a friend, right? Boom. I've been moving. I left on Friday, right? She won't know my anguish. Y'all won't know how many hoops a man will go through to get to you and fight for you. You won't see these things. I worked all day Friday, drove all the way to Atlanta, got my stuff, drove back. Then I cleaned up. Then I played host, only to try to possibly go out. Fell asleep. Person said, "Hey, you know what? Do you do me? I've been doing me real hard. I'm tired." And the thing is, if I can't apologize or say something to be like, "Hey, my fault. I missed that. That's on me. It wasn't intentional," and you can't understand that as a grown man trying to handle his business, you don't need to be there. And that's something that we have to understand. So it's these things that we go through that y'all say y'all want to play in these realms, and then y'all want to be like, oh, then you switch, you code switch. You can't
we be ready. We be ready for y'all to drop the ball. We be ready for y'all. We be ready for y'all. And I say I'm over that stage now. So certain women be like ready for men to.
You try to find anything.
No, well, we want you. There are certain women who want you to jump through the hoops because we want you to show us your potential, show us your purpose, show us all of these things.
No, it's
we
not
want
about,
you to jump through all these hoops. But then one of the hoops y'all don't jump through, we over here like, see, I knew it. He's a
let me
bad
tell you, Mona, what I'm not is a poodle at a circus. You know where the old women come out without them damn poodles, and the dogs just jump through through the hoops. No. That's a double-edged sword.
You know what?
I want to sagaciously answer that.
Ooh, Stephen A.
They're not ready. They're not
Stephen
ready. They're not ready.
All right.
Because that's bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit. Thank you, Lamont. We're not. Okay, good men of America, good black men of America, us as well. I'm starting a movement. Us as well. We're not dealing with this dumb shit. Trust me.
But ain't that just like when a woman? Ain't that just like when we see on social media? They'll be like, "Ah, here goes another pick me woman." Like, isn't that kind of similar to what you're kind of putting out there, because can't we realize that, yes, even though you are a good
No, you
man,
can't realize it.
no, because you are a good man, I'm a good woman, but that doesn't mean that we're good for everybody. And so
No, that
somehow or
makes
another, that is
understood.
going to get eliminated by our interactions with
But you
people.
know that.
Can,
You know
we,
that.
can we please bring on Brianna, because I have a question for her, and I need to see her facial reaction when I ask her this.
Where is she at? Is she on Facebook or Instagram?
Special request. I do not know where she's at.
Brianna, you have a special request, please let us know if you want to come on. We got a few minutes for you. I would love to bring you on. Actually, matter of fact, let me send an invite to her real quick.
So okay, so while you're sending an invite, I just want to drop a little.
Are
I
you
wanna
sending
drop
it? Where are
some
you
nuggets.
sending it? Where are you sending it through?
On
Facebook.
Facebook.
So I just want to get this advice. I was watching TD Jakes, and he was doing he was talking about don't lose your head. You can't get back time, but I promise you, if you use your head more times than you use your heart or how you feel, you know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be a part of my this segment, but I didn't bring it in here. But it goes along with how you're dating and the green lights. Sometimes we are loyal, men and females. We are loyal to inefficiency. We are loyal to inefficiency and will date efficiency. You'll date the good guy. You'll have him do this. You'll have him do that. And then you'll go with the guy. You'll marry the guy that's inefficient, because I've heard it twice in a weekend. And you know what? The lifestyle was good. He had this and this and this that he could give you. But could he give you his heart? Could he give you your time? Could he, you know what?
Some people want to settle. Some people want to settle.
Wait for it, Mona. Wait for it, because this is the good part. I didn't even get to the good part. The good part is, after they thought that they were going to get all of that, guess what they didn't get? None of the things they really wanted. None of the things that they really wanted. No, they didn't get that either, because they lost it. Because that person that they thought was going to give them the lifestyle then also was interested in someone else. This is two different women. I've heard this from both friends. I told them who they were. I told the men. I said, that dude ain't shit. He wasn't shit at the beginning. He wasn't shit in the middle. And he ain't shit at the end. And I could see it. The thing is, you didn't want to listen. Sometimes we are hard-headed men and women when we go through these relationships. Keep your head. If somebody has a vision, then their head is full. But if someone's not talking a vision for you, then they have an empty hope, they have empty promises, and they're not dating with potential and purpose for you. These are very simple tasks. These are very simple things. I'm not an educated man. I do have my degree, but I'm just saying I'm not a scientist. I don't use big words like Lamont. If you fuck this up, this is all on you, and that's the one thing. Accepting responsibility.
I think it falls on for both. I mean, for both sexes. And Brianna's getting her face on. She's powdering her nose.
Yeah, you know why? No, it's because you're putting on a costume. It's deeper than she's getting. You put on a costume because see what happens is that what y'all do? Y'all don't want to accept. Y'all put on this front, and the front is going back to what I'm saying, and she probably ain't gonna make it on here because I'm leaving
she's
at
ready
9 o'clock. Okay, yes, bring that ass here, girl.
Let me just say, click on the link in your messenger. Yeah. So she's ready now for.
Okay, yes, bring that ass here, girl.
Oh, but do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? Like,
yeah.
We go through this. We've all seen this, and it's a repetitive door where, and that goes back to the green flags. Understand when you got somebody who's doing the things they need to do to obtain you and give the things that you want. We've all seen this, and
I think that if we're really talking about, if we're really talking about. Yeah, she's coming on. If we're really talking about, a lot of things we want, yes, it is a trial and error. Honestly, it's a trial and error. And like Yari said, we talk ourselves into relationships we were never supposed to be in. But honestly, we talk ourselves out of relationships that we could be in. And that's okay too. Both things are actually okay. Like Yari said, we talk ourselves.
Yeah, she said a lot.
Oh, so bringing the
Oh, we got some
y'all can
company.
hear her.
We got some
Y'all can't see
company.
her, but y'all can hear her on Instagram.
Now,
Go ahead,
should I hit her with the angel or the devil?
devil, for sure.
Give it the devil, my man.
Oh,
I wish you guys could see it, but we're on Facebook, so we can't do both. But go ahead.
good
They're
evening.
gonna
Good
hear.
evening, Brianna. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I cannot hear you.
You can't
Give it
hear
the
me?
devil, my man. I wish you guys could see it, but we're on Facebook, so we can't do both. But go ahead.
I can't hear you.
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I cannot. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a delay. Okay. So explain to me what you would do to a good guy like me.
What
In
would
terms
I
of
do
what?
to you?
No, she said that if you don't have a masculinity, then she's going to run over that guy. So what would you do to a guy that you feel like doesn't have masculinity?
Well, a guy that doesn't have masculinity, anything could be discussed. What may be masculinity or femininity to me may not be the same thing to somebody else.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about you.
believe in the if you're a nice guy, that means that you're gay or you're low down or you're just not going to work for me. However, knowing my personality, how I was brought up, and where I have been, I know I can be a very aggressive, to the point, very blunt female, and a lot of people don't take that well. So if I am dealing with a man and something is done that I don't like, back in the day, I may say something very aggressively to
First
tell
off,
you
let's
that I
cut the
don't like you.
bullshit. Let's cut the bullshit.
How you cutting the bullshit? She
Because
telling you
Brianna,
honesty.
if he was fine as hell and you knew that, it wouldn't matter if he was masculine
But
to you or not.
it would, because fineness don't
That's a
mean nothing
motherfucking lie.
Nah,
to
because
you,
because
because everybody isn't surface level.
mm,
Oh my God.
Like,
come
let's
on,
really
speak
get
the
into
truth.
it.
No. I
Gas,
hear what she's saying.
First off, Mona, gas is too high to be spilling it and wasting it.
So I'll jump
We're not
in,
speaking
and
truth to y'all.
I
Y'all just
appreciate
don't
you.
even realize.
I appreciate you joining us. So I hear what you're saying, and I can totally agree. And at the same point, I know I can be that other guy. I choose not to be that other guy all the time. So, but when you do cross that line, oh my goodness, I will check you. I will check you in the best way possible to where you understand that I'm a masculine guy. The thing is, some guys don't have to be overly masculine. We don't have to
Right.
be that alpha.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like sometimes women, you take that first hoop that we just stumble over, and you be like, oh, and that ain't the case. And that's the whole point about checking green flags and understand. You get so used to a certain thing that you miss. I'm a drink on it.
I think honestly, Brianna,
Hold on,
Bree, do you? I can't even ask. Mont, go ahead now. He got the angel on now. Go ahead now. What's he thinking now? Come on now.
Bree, you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you at all.
Shit.
So listen,
You're gonna be like, I'm gonna kill him.
no, but seriously though, but see the thing is, and that's one of the reasons why I love Bree, because see, you making him blush. That's what that is. So Bree, one of the things that I have really, and I think I told you this when I met you, one of the things that she's very about herself, like she is very cognizant of what she wants, what she doesn't want, what she's going to accept, what she doesn't accept. So to be honest, you know, that's the same that goes into her dating. She will say what she needs to say, and that's it. To be honest, if she has, you may say a good dude, but if that good dude is lacking in some things and doesn't step up, then she out. How can she deal with that? How can we deal with that?
Oh my God. You gotta see what's going on in Facebook right now. Anna said men are allowed to talk, they make a lot of empty promises. But what about the guy that makes all the right promises and comes through and you ghost him?
Okay, Brianna, take that one.
Say it again so I can start. Go ahead. Say that last part again for me.
Oh, you want me? Okay.
Mhm.
I said, Anna Puentes says, men are a lot of talk. They
Mhm.
make a lot of empty promises. But what about the guy who makes the promises, comes through with the promises, but gets ghosted?
He gets ghosted because
We
either
already
she
know. We
wasn't
already know what
ready,
happens to that guy.
Wait, hold on.
That guy
What
gets
you
put
say,
on the
Brie?
shelf.
Hold on. What you say,
That
Brie?
guy gets misused and
either
mistreated. We
she
know what
wasn't
happens to that
ready
guy.
for the things that she was asking for, or that's not the guy that she wants. It's
Mm,
okay to be the full package and get to the wrong address. It's
mm,
just, it is what it is.
There's a bad echo. Someone said there's a bad echo. Is that
mm.
bad echo? Pecan Puerto Rican. Is that bad echo going?
She
Please respond.
said it's okay to be the right package and get to the wrong address. And that's why I keep telling y'all, like, you could be a good person, you can be a good guy, a good female,
Okay,
whatever the case may
okay,
be.
Mona, say that meme or whatever you just said, that quote. Say it again.
Brianna just said you can be what?
You can
The right
be
package.
the right package and get to the
You get to the wrong address. That's funny because sometimes you can get mail at the wrong address and you might get kind of lucky. Some
First of all,
Amazon
first of
package came
all,
here before. It
Lamont.
was pretty
They
nice in the
trying,
box.
Brianna. They trying.
I'm not
I'm
trying,
having
Lamont. You're
trouble
not asking
hearing
the
if you
right
guys are
question.
talking.
The point is, if the wrong package got to your home and you decided to keep that package, that's your fault. And then you mistreat that package. All right. So let's unpack that. All right. That's the one thing. See, Lamont got excited because he got on his angel hat, but I'm gonna stay fast. I'm not gonna be a package because that package, if I'm the package, I'm not gonna sit there that long. So you can just unwrap me, put me back in the box, close it back up, then unwrap me again. I'm not that type of package. I'm too old for that shit. All right, Brianna.
I missed out on everything that you said. I just came back.
He said he not that package. That's pretty much it. He said you're gonna miss out on that package.
You
And
know,
that's fine
I'm
because
just
you
saying.
weren't for
I'm
But
me,
just
Bree,
saying.
obviously.
but Bree,
Yeah. She left, but I said
she's
you
right there.
decided to hold on to that package. That's what I said. So the
Oh
package got
no,
delivered. You
everyone's
held on to
different.
it. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
hold on to nothing that's not for me. Now, people that
Sounds
decide to
good.
hold on to something good that they know that they don't want, that's a completely different category.
Got you. Bree, how old are you?
I am 23 years old.
Get her off of here. I'm out of here.
She's
Dre,
speaking facts,
Dre,
okay?
no, she's speaking 23-year-old bullshit.
She's not. Mm-mm. She not. She right. She right.
No, Bree, you are right to a certain extent. I'm gonna give you that. I'm not gonna sit here and just call everything you
I'm
say.
not either. I'm not either. She is definitely right on some points. But the thing about it is, we can only use these holy proverbs of, you know what, the glass is only half full. On the glass. No, I'm not hearing that. At this age, it's concrete. It ain't no wiggle room. All right, because we don't got time for that. You got time for wiggle room, Brianna, and I hope you find the
How
person
you know she got time?
because she's 23. How old are you?
Oh, don't do that.
No, Dre,
She
I'm
23. She
telling you,
got wiggle room. Do not let society tell you that you need to go for the first guy. Work your magic. Learn yourself first. Get your money. He will be
That's
there.
not. But that's
Dre,
not a message
hold
for
on,
everybody.
Mona, are you over? Let me ask you this: Are you over 35?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Do you think we would have, I don't know, 30 or 40 people on here that's came on here today would listen to this show if we were all 23 years old? No,
But I
no.
also think that the message can come from whomever the source. And I think she's speaking a lot about what we have gone through as women, what we do go through as women, and honestly speaking about the fact that, yeah, like no matter the age, no matter the experience, I have to be honest with myself. This man may be a good man, and I have literally let some people go. like a good man go, but he's not a good man for me. He wasn't for me. So you could still be a good man and me not choose you. You still be a nice package and me just leave you on the doorstep. I'm good with that because it may not mesh with what I want and need. 20,
No,
30,
because you
40,
well,
whatever.
yeah. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. No, it doesn't. No, what it is, it's not what you don't need because you do need that. Because obviously you've done this repeatedly and you've done the same thing and it's not worked.
Wait,
The thing
let's
is,
ask Brianna. Brianna, are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yes.
is
Is he
he in the room?
masculine?
Is he in the room? No.
You behind her. You
Oh,
don't see
Why?
him.
Why are you asking? Why are you? Listen. Blink twice if you're in trouble because you answer everything in yes or no answers.
That's because
Yes.
that's
No.
listen. That's not. That's how she is. She just really cool. Like and get to know Bree.
No.
She's real
Blink.
cool.
I'm a cop. I'm a cop. Blink twice if you need help. I'm sending them. They're on their way. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead. Send it. Yeah, we got an IP address.
You
Yeah.
got her. You got a
Yeah, we got
location.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So to be, I mean, does she? And she's speaking on facts that we, and she makes sense. She has a relationship. She has found that package that she wants. She has kept that package that she wants. She is okay with that package, and I'm sure if that package ever dropped the ball and started showing some red flags because everything is green flag right now. Once that package starts showing some red flags, where you at, Bree? You staying or you leaving or you still dating?
I'm out the door. I'm gone.
Thank you so much for joining us, Bree.
I had fun. Thank you for having me.
Come on next time.
no, I really appreciated her. That is true because the thing is, and this is the thing. Once again, this is the thing that people don't see. It's the thing that people don't talk about. And her being 23, like I was 21 and I was engaged. I wasn't. I had no battle wounds. I had no scars. I had no.
But you don't need
truth.
all that, although you don't need all that.
That's what I'm saying. At that age, I don't even know who.
I thought the
At
laundry
that
was
age,
done.
Oh, you receiving a package? Oh, we gotta go, y'all. He receiving a package.
Shit. I wish I was receiving a package.
Listen, let's go to the wrap up. Mona, what did you learn tonight?
To be honest, the one thing for me is understanding, yes, the things that I want, the things that I list out, the things that I journal about, the things that I need in a man, honestly, the things that I find would be for me or relevant to where I'm going in life. All of those things matter. Once I start seeing things that I don't like, that are not consistent with that, I got to be able to find my way through that. But another thing is to be accountable if I am doing some messy stuff. And if that man actually brings it to me and says, hey, yo, you're not about to do this. You're not about to run all over me. So kind of finding that balance. But the other thing that I do take away is, and I really hope everybody pays attention to what we said earlier. Our black men really are going through some things right now. I know everybody is, but our black men are going through some things. Instead of going around slapping people, let's talk about it. Don't let it build up. Check on each other. I tell y'all this every week. Check on each other. Do the right thing. Check on each other. Yes, that's it.
Cool. All right. Well, what I learned is date with a purpose. I know this guy. We call him Cali. He's from California, and he told me probably when I was about 24 or 25, around Bree's age. He said, "In everything that you do, do it on purpose. On purpose."
Am I right? This on purpose?
No, we don't do that. But like I enjoyed the conversation tonight. Dre, you want to close it out?
I do.
He about to tear y'all a new one.
I'm not. I'm not. I just need people to keep open hearts. All right. Because the thing about having an open heart and giving that time and using your head and not closing it off is that if you can go to work and deal with the bullshit there, if you can go out into the world and deal with the bullshit out there, why don't you deserve love in here from somebody who's actually wanting to give that to you? Now I understand people don't have time. They're like, oh, my timing, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Once again, that goes back to what I said earlier. Talk about it. Tell people where you're at so they can meet you where you're at and hopefully guide you where you want to be. And I'm gonna leave it right there.
I love you
Ladies and gentlemen,
guys. I
till
love
next
all of our
Monday.
followers, all of our views. I appreciate y'all coming on tonight. Y'all can follow us, all the three of us. Y'all see the posters, y'all see the signs. Follow me at IB Mona Lisa, IBE Mona Lisa. You got L Train Davis, and you got King Icona ATL. Y'all got us. Y'all can follow us at late_night_tip. And y'all will get that tip again on Monday night. Hey.
Just the tip.
Just the tip on Monday night.
Just the tip.
Just
Too
the
precious
tip.
to give the whole thing, my man.
Maybe next Monday y'all get the whole thing, but
See
we'll
y'all
see
later.
y'all then.
Blackout.